Okay. Hey everybody, Tytiarie here and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Tyty and welcome. And you already know, I know most of you have seen my video about my tongue piercing, and as you can see, it's not there anymore. And I'm just gonna get right into it. I do not recommend getting the surface tongue piercing, and here is why. So maybe a few months ago, maybe like I say probably January, I had the piercing or whatever. And so I was eating, and like I said before in the previous videos, it's easy to bite on that piercing because how it's positioned, and it's in between, like it's near those side teeth or whatever. So I bit it, and lo and behold, it was hurting and everything. Until this day, I still have pain on this side. It's my right side. I still have pain with that tooth. It is very painful. I do not recommend. I am so lucky. I am so glad that I did not crack that tooth, but I could have. I forgot what I was eating, but I was eating like normal. And when you get that piercing, you have to completely change the way that you eat. And first of all, let me just say this. Excuse me. First of all, let me just say this. This is my opinion. This is how I feel about it. This is my experience. So if you have that piercing, then kudos to you. If you love that piercing, that's perfectly fine. Everybody is different. Not everybody's going to react to certain things the way that others do. But I'm just saying, but for me, I wouldn't recommend it. It was cute while I had it, but that's pretty much all it gave me. It was just cute. And that's mostly why we get piercings, because we like it and it's cute. But it's very, very dangerous. It's been multiple times where I bit down on it and the ball has came out while I was eating. So luckily I did not continue chewing on the ball or whatever, but I would notice when it fell out because my tongue would feel too smooth. So I would have to spit, like I had before. I know this is nasty, but I had to spit my food out just to find the ball. And it's very, very, very dangerous. I do not recommend getting that piercing. But if you still want to get it and you think that you can, handle it or whatever, then, good for you. I'm not telling you not to get it or whatever, but I'm just saying, but for me, I do not recommend it. I just cannot recommend something that was, horrible for me. So with that being said, no. Oh. But I think I made a point to say in my last video, which was the final update, but this is the final update on it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore because of the simple fact that I do not have it. But I did say that my dentist told me that the piercing was very, very dangerous and that I should take it out. And I'm so glad that I did take it out, because no, it could have gotten worse. I could have cracked my entire tooth, or anything could have happened. Like the tooth could have chipped. Sorry, I thought somebody was pulling into my house. But the tooth could have chipped off, and it could, and the dentist did tell me that it could cause damage that is thousands of dollars to fix, or it could possibly not be fixed at all, like back to its normal self, which, most teeth, like when you break it off and stuff like that, it's not going to be the normal tooth that you always had. But, yeah. This piercing is not it. I do not recommend it at all. Like I said, if you still want to get it, then you can. I'm not saying to not get it. I'm just telling you my experiences with getting that piercing. And like I said, it, when I got it and stuff, it didn't hurt or whatever, but I'm just very concerned of the damage that it can cause to my teeth. And I do not want to be swallowing balls or swallowing a whole bar because of a piercing. I just rather not have it. But most tattoo places or piercing places, they don't really recommend getting it at all, and some places don't do it at all. Luckily, I had a place that I went to and they did do that kind of piercing, but I kind of regret getting it. But then again, I don't, because then I could tell you guys my experiences and how it was when I got it, and you know, the aftermath. But I'm so glad that I taking it out, because it could have just went really left. Anything could have happened, and I'm so glad that I took it out before it got worse than what it is. And I also want to make a point to say that when I did bite it or whatever and the ball came loose, I always made sure that my balls on the bar was really tight. So no matter how much you tighten the little ball on it, it can still fall off if you bite it. Like I bit it so many times hard enough to where the ball had just came out. Even though the ball was securely screwed on, it'll still fall out. So yeah, I don't recommend it. I think that a standard piercing, like a standard tongue piercing down the middle, is much more easier to deal with because it's in the middle of your tongue versus the surface piercings is on the side. So it's so much easier to bite down on it. So I'm not breaking my teeth off, and I'm not going to be paying thousands of dollars to try to get something fixed when I could have avoided it in the first place. So I'm still having pain with that tooth. I don't know if I broke anything off of it. Like when I look at it, I don't really see anything broken off of it. But to this day, like that tooth is so sensitive. Like I can't really eat candy with that tooth or anything. It's just very, very sensitive. No matter what I do, it'll hurt. It's like, I don't know. I feel like I might have damaged it a little bit fooling with that piercing, but I never had a problem with that tooth in particular when it, just with sensitivity. Like I have problems with my teeth in the back, but I never really had problems with my front teeth, and now I'm noticing that it is very, very sensitive. Like once you start biting on that ball and like accidentally, chewing it by accident or whatever you may do with it, it is very, very painful, and there's going to be some consequences, because I still to this day, and I've had it taken out for, it's May, right? I had it taken out for like 4 or 5 months. So yeah, and I still have problems with it. And I noticed I was having problems with that tooth, like when I had it, like when I would bite on it sometimes. But I just loved the piercing so much. I thought it was so cute. I didn't want to take it out, but I just started thinking like, this cannot be okay. This is very, very dangerous. If you still want to know some, details on it, you can watch my previous videos, or you can comment. You can simply comment down below and ask me, because I'm willing to answer, because you're grown, and if you want it, then go right on ahead. But I just don't recommend it. But I will still answer questions if there is any questions that needs to be asked, or any questions that I did not answer in my previous videos or in this video. I have to update you guys on so much that has been going on in my life. I haven't been posting like I'm supposed to, but I'm gonna get you all caught up. But go ahead and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Leave a like, leave a comment. Like I said, ask any questions that you want to ask me in regards to the tongue piercing if I did not answer already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.